awesome ones. Today we're going to be talking about scarves, which is the quintessential accessory that completes an outfit. I have my collection of scarves here and I'm going to go through them with you, as well as different occasions and ways to wear them. So before we begin, I'll just show you how I store my scarves. I actually store them on this men's pant hanger. So they are actually reinforced. It's a steel frame and they have a foam padding which lifts up like this. And I have my scarves all pre-ironed and ready to go. So my first type of scarf here is a neck scarf. And this is just a great little scarf to literally just tie around the neck. I actually prefer my tops to be high neck, and then I just have this little bit of space here. So what I do is I then just tie a scarf around it. So this scarf here is a great little find. It's 100% cotton, and I just tie it around my neck like that. Black and white, so it's predominantly white with just some black accents. And that is just a really cute little way of adding a little bit of panache to an otherwise very plain outfit. I also have another little scarf which is completely different colouring, and this is 100% silk and it's from a company called Mimco. I just found it in the shop one time. It was drastically reduced, and same sort of thing. I just tie it around my neck like this. There's not a lot of extra fabric in a neck scarf, so I find that's pretty much all I can do, is just tie it once around my neck and then put it in a knot like this. There are occasions in life that call for a very big flowing scarf, and this one is just fantastic. It does just that. It's the colours in here go with so many of the outfits that I wear, and it really is just wonderful. There are so many options, but just the flow of the fabric, the generosity of it just means that I can do so much with it. When it comes to the fabric of scarves, I prefer silk. When you've actually felt a silk scarf against your skin, it is very, very hard to go back to anything else. So most of my scarves are actually 100% silk, or they have a very high composition of silk in them. This scarf here was actually a gift, and I was just so touched by the gift, but also by the quality of the scarf. So it was made in China. It's 100% silk. It's burgundy. And then it just has this beautiful embroidery on the edge. It's got a gold glitter trim on the edge, and then once again embroidery at the other end. A magnificent scarf. I don't wear a lot of burgundy, so I don't use this a lot, but I will never get rid of it because it just means so much to me because of the fact that it was actually a gift. This was my first silk scarf, and this is what got me onto the bandwagon of buying silk scarves. I bought it in Venice. It's ostensibly cream, but it does have some quite varied colours all around the border. What I really like about this scarf is it's so lightweight, and it is actually quite big and generous, but it can actually fold up to nothing. So I can also just put it in my bag if I want to, and know that there's just something there for me if I need a little bit of extra coverage, and it's just there in my bag. But the feel of silk against my skin is something that was a game changer for me. Now this scarf here was actually a gift. It was from my sister, who got it from a friend. And this friend's mum used to wear a lot of scarves, and then she passed away. And then my sister said, well, Heather wears a lot of scarves. Would you like me to give it to Heather? So when she told me that story, I thought, wow, that's just amazing. So I will treasure this, and I do treasure it. But I really do love the scarf as well. It's cream with a pink border, and then it's just got these gorgeous flowers all over it. which just picks up so many of the colours that I wear all the time. It's a really generous size, like it's more than 1 metre square. And there's just so much to it. What I really like about scarves as well is the unique colour combinations that are within them. I tend to wear a lot of solid colours. I don't wear a lot of patterns. So for me to actually get this unique colour combination that I can only get in a scarf has actually even been an inspiration to me in some of my outfits. When I saw this scarf here with its unique combination of red and pink, it really inspired me to think about the combinations of those two colours in outfits. So I really like this scarf. It's 100% silk as well, and I do tend to wear it around my neck. That's most of the way that I tend to wear scarves. And yeah, it is just such a beautiful scarf. It just flows so beautifully, and it just picks up these colours in my outfit. Now, this was another unique colour combination that I would never have thought of. This is by the model turned designer Ines de la Visage, and I got this from The Real Real. The combination of the pink and the beige is something that certainly stopped me in my tracks. And when I saw it, I was just thought, wow, that actually works. It shouldn't work, but it does work. So all of the colour theory that has gone in to making this scarf is really very clever. And I have actually put an outfit together that has picked up these two colours separately. And it's just amazing how it then just makes it look like it was meant to be. This is a really heavyweight silk. I really like the weight of it. And because it does actually have that thickness to it, it's really good to wear in winter when you do actually need a little bit of extra fabric around your neck. Isn't that just magnificent? Now this scarf here is actually 100% polyester. When I saw it in the shop and I felt it, I was convinced that it was silk. And it wasn't until I got home and I looked at the tag that I realised it was actually 100% polyester. So even though that does go against my principles, it does actually feel beautiful. And certainly from the feel of it, I would never have known that this was not 100% silk. I really do love orange. And what I like about the colours that are in this scarf here, and they're very subtle, is it does actually have a little bit of grey, a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue and a little bit of white. So all the colours that go in really well together with orange that can be picked up in other parts of my outfit, but it's just really subtle. So it's a gorgeous little scarf. It is actually very lightweight, but it flows beautifully. And I really do like wearing this. Say if I've got something else orange in my outfit, and then it just ties everything in together. Now this scarf here, white with a little bit of blue, is from Carolina Herrera. It is a cotton silk blend. So this is a scarf ring. It's too big for my finger. It's clearly a scarf ring. I was on the Holland Cooper website and they had a sale, and then they actually had a separate section commemorating the Platinum Jubilee of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I thought, well, this is unprecedented. It will never happen again. And this would be a wonderful way to commemorate this incredible milestone. So I didn't just buy one, I also bought two as part of my succession plan. And what's so amazing about this is that my initials are HC. My name is Heather Clare. So Holland Cooper, Heather Clare, both have the same initials. So this means a lot to me in so many different ways. But this scarf ring is just fantastic as a little bit of an extra accessory, a little bit of jewellery to have on my scarf, as well as actually a way of helping me to tie the scarf in a more creative way. So I'll show you how I actually do use this. So this red and white scarf here has once again got some fantastic colours in it, and I do use this a lot. This is actually bigger than my other red scarf, which just means that with the generosity of the fabric, there's just a little bit more to work with. So how I tend to use this is a couple of different ways. I can actually just hook it through here, hook the scarf through the ring, and then get the other side and then thread it through. So that secures, okay, that actually secures the scarf ring, and then I just tie a knot here. And then it does actually mean that you've just got this little bit of the scarf ring coming through. You can use an ordinary ring if you want to. It's just, there's no bounds. You're really limited only by your creativity in the way that you can actually use it. So this is another gorgeous 100% silk scarf that is in various shades of blue, sort of like blue and then indigo with a little bit of white. It goes really well with this top actually. And this is just a beautiful scarf that I then can use this scarf ring with. So I just loop the scarf through the scarf ring and then tie it around here. Bring the edges through like this. Make sure that the scarf ring is going up rather than down, and then tying it through. Now this scarf here I got in a knot shop in Paris. It was just something that was so captivating because it had so many wild colours that I would never have thought of combining together. It sort of has this yellow fluoro lime colour, then a little bit of fuchsia and some blue, all beautiful flowers. Yeah, it's just so unusual that I just thought, why not? This is an occasion where you have a really plain outfit and then you just want a complete pop of colour. You don't even have to have a rhyme or reason. You don't even have to pick up the colours in the outfit. Just have something really plain and then tie a scarf around your neck like that. Isn't it fun? Just a pop of colour. There's so many different ways that you can tie a scarf. I have a few different ways that I tie them. I do tend to stick to the same old ones, but they do have a little bit of variation within them. If you have any ideas, I would love to hear from you because it is actually a great way to just jazz up an outfit. So I'll just show you the main ways that I tie scarves around my neck. Now this scarf here I got from Lily Silk. One time when I made an order, it was just a bonus that was included in the order. 100% silk, of course, and it's a sage green, which is a little bit unusual for me. I wouldn't have really gone out of my way to get it, but because it was a gift, I thought, oh, that's okay, I'll take that one. So I have actually worn this a couple of times. I do have some sage green pads that I have actually worn with it. This is the main way that I wear scarves, just tied around my neck, just really simple. So this scarf here is very rectangular. It's more than a metre wide. I think it's probably 2 metres long. Yeah, about 2 metres long and then about half a metre wide. I actually have it this way and then I start it at the front, pull it back, and then bring both loops to the side, to the front. And then I just kind of loosen it a little bit, reach under here and grab this side and then pull this through. So what this does is it does create a bit of a knot, so it does secure everything in place. And then it means that the silk is actually then just going down my chest, which then would obviously provide a little bit of warmth. But this is a really good way of tying a scarf, say in the middle of winter when you really do need the warmth, or you just want a little bit more of the scarf showing at the front of your outfit. So this one here is also 100% silk, 2 meters long and about half a meter wide. So what I do with this one is I tie the length in half, and then by doing that, I've then created this automatic little loop that I then just pull this one through. So that secures it in place, and then you then just have the rest of the scarf coming down the front. This is such a gorgeous scarf. It is just so incredibly soft. But yeah, that's a really great way of then adding a little bit of colour to an outfit. You've got the colour at the front, you're keeping your neck warm, works really well in the cooler months. Another way of actually adding a little bit of colour to an outfit is to tie the scarf around your bag. So I have a really plain bag here and a scarf with some gorgeous colours in it, which I really don't wear that often because I never really quite know how to match it. But this is a perfect way of just adding a pop of colour to an outfit. It really gives that je ne sais quoi that the French are famous for. And it just means too that then you've got your scarf with you throughout the day if ever you need it. So at the front, or you can have it at the back, out of your way. But it really is just a playful way of adding a little bit of colour and just that little bit of depth to your outfit that is a little bit unexpected. Another way that you can wear a scarf is on your head. Now, I don't really like doing this. I've had cancer 5 times and I've been through chemotherapy twice. So there have been 2 lots of about a year where I have actually needed to have scarves around my head. And I embraced it at the time. It was fine. It was what I had to do. But it's not really a time in my life when I want to revisit. So I don't tend to do this. I do actually think that this is quite a cool look, but it's just not something that I want to go through again. Now, this particular scarf is from my lovely friend Nola, and she bought it for me when she was in Europe. And she was a wonderful help to me when I was going through chemotherapy both times. So even though I don't want to wear it like this again, I do actually really love this scarf. So this gorgeous little scarf here has got some lovely shades of blue in it. And what you can do is then just fold it on the diagonal. So you then get the maximum amount of fabric. And you can then just tie it around like this. It's like a bit of a headband. Scarves are a great way of just adding that little bit of colour to a part of your outfit. So this scarf here has actually got some wool in it. This is what I would really call as a winter woolen scarf. It's the only one that I've got. It's not really something that I like that much. I much prefer lighter weight silk scarves, but this is a really great scarf for on those really cold days. Even just putting it on now, I can actually feel the weight of the fabric. So this is really how I would wear it. It's like that, and then just cascading down the front, so it really does keep my neck and chest warm. I got this one here yesterday. It is 100% polyester, which also really surprised me because whenever I see these scarves, I actually do feel it in my hand. And if I think, oh yeah, that feels like silk, then I get it. And then when I looked at the tag, I thought, oh, it's 100% polyester. And I thought, that's okay because it feels like silk, so that's fine. And even though it's not the highest quality, I got it in an op shop. It cost me $4, and I thought that would be great. And it's got some really unusual colours in it, so the pink and the green. I wear a lot of pink, but I don't wear a lot of green. And I thought this would be a great way of introducing a little bit of green, which is on trend at the moment, into my outfits that might actually then pick up a lot of my other pink colours. So yeah, so that is my scarf collection. I have actually denuded all of these hangers here, and I'll show you what the mess looks like on the floor. I've got a little bit of work to do, and I will make sure that I fold them all neatly and ready for when I'm ready to wear them again. So I really do hope that you enjoy my videos, and if you do actually want to see more, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next week. We're going to be looking at more accessories, which is belts that are classic, elegant, and fun.